What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. So I am at my Airbnb just doing a quick checkup. I had to drop off some inventory, some trash bags specifically in between vacancies here. So I just want to give you guys an updated tour and talk to you a little bit about how my Airbnb is doing, some problems that I'm having, and just kind of give you guys a little bit more insight on short-term rentals in general. So let's get going. I bought this property late 2021. I believe I actually might have bought it in the September, and in 2021, it's September 2023 right now, so just about 2 years of ownership on this property. I bought it for $380,000, and I ended up renovating it, put about 100 and something thousand into the property, and it's now worth about $575, I would say. This is still one of my favorite properties of the 8 that I own. Absolutely beautiful backyard, back to a park with a gate. And this has done extremely well on Airbnb specifically and VRBO, now that I think about it. It has over 100 reviews on Airbnb alone, and then another 30 or something on VRBO. So it's one of the most popular Airbnbs in Chandler. But it also comes with a lot of stress, just a lot of this house has got beat up. Like, the more I walk through it, the more things I realize that are just gone or broken. And partly is because I did allow 2-night minimums, which just attracted a lot of people for parties. And you guys can see like small stuff like this, like tape on the door from probably someone hanging stuff up, and then it rips paint off. The baseboards are absolutely beat, and I already pretty much touched up a lot of the baseboards about 6 months ago. So Airbnbs, short-term rentals in general, do need a lot more upkeep. Like, I'm probably gonna end up coming in here once a year and pouring in about $1,000 or $2 just to keep it up and running. Not up and running, but just keep the standards high for this property because it has wonderful reviews. And I'm very happy with it. It's grossed me well over $100,000 in the last year and a half since launching it. I want to say probably about 110, 115 at the current moment. So it does really well, and I don't plan on really moving it over anywhere to like a long-term rental, but it does come with headaches for sure. This is the queen room. It sleeps, I believe I have it sleeping 10 because I have 2 extra beds that are in that closet. So it does sleep a lot of people as well, which also attracts a lot of parties when you have high guest counts. And then I do allow events too. Like, I've a good chunk of my bookings in the summertime, because it is slow in the summertime because of the heat, is a lot of locals that just want to book bachelorette parties. I get a lot of baby showers. I get a lot of kids' birthdays here with like 30 to 40 guests, even though only like less than 10 stay the night. So I do get a lot of use out of the backyard and stuff, but nonetheless, like, I'm still very happy with it. It is a little upsetting when I see like my house that I renovated kind of get beat up, because it's more personal to me. But it is what it is. It's part of the game with short-term rentals here. The average nightly rate, let's talk about that briefly, is about, it's about 200 right now. And this is one of the slowest months. August is the slowest month out of the entire year here in Arizona. I'm just walking in circles. Let's actually go show you guys the backyard. So it's starting to heat up a little bit, or pick up a little bit and cool down, I should say, weather-wise. So I'm starting to get better bookings, better nightly rate. And this is a look at the backyard. There used to be a giant tree here, and then in one of the monsoons last year, it actually fell on the roof, so I replaced that. Got some new turf in here. Poured like 15 to 20 grand in the backyard alone. But I mean, this is the selling point of the house. It's like incredible how many people just appreciate it, having that park in the backyard. A couple things that I do plan on doing is, like, for example, this foosball table is absolutely beat. Like, I don't even think it's level anymore. It's just missing so many pieces. A lot of the puzzles and like game pieces are gone. Like I used to have a whole Sudoku thing right here, and it's completely gone. Like, half this card deck's gone. So like, I just need to come in here once a year and kind of just do a checklist of things, which I already did last week. So I'm going to start ordering some things like cornhole, all that kind of stuff. But this should do about $80,000 gross this year. And I'm hoping the profit on that would be just around $40,000, which is incredible for just one single property of mine that's averages out about $3,500 a month in just profit. So if it does that, that would be incredible. My mortgage on this property is dirt cheap at $1,400 a month, no HOA, 3% interest rate. Heavy equity in this property. I believe, like I said, it's worth about $575, and my loan on it is $280, I think. So I'm sitting on quite a bit of equity in this property. You got like some marks up here, which I don't even know. It looks like staining. The floors are completely scuffed too, which you can't really see from the photos, but like a lot of this is like permanent scuffing and stuff like that. So one note that I do want to make if I ever renovate, specifically for short-term rental, is do tile, porcelain tile, rather than LVP, because it's a lot more durable. So these are just completely scuffed up from the chairs, which partly is like getting furniture that won't scrape it up. And that's another thing that I learned from Airbnb or doing rentals. I actually paid a stager to stage this property, and the amount of money they spent for what I got is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm not happy with, I honestly feel like I almost got scammed on it. With the quality of furniture and everything. Now that I've renovated or furnished a couple other houses, and I have a couple Airbnbs now too, I could have probably done it for about half the price and double the quality. So let's just say I do not use that stager anymore or designer anymore. Just a quick little update. I know you guys really a lot of you guys care about like these short-term rentals, because it is still a great cash flowing opportunity. Even though there's a ton of people getting in the short-term rentals, I've still had a lot of success with mine. The slowest month, like I said, was August, and I still do believe I profited a little bit with a very low occupancy and a low average daily rate and a little bit more expenses than usual last month. And I still think I walked away with about $1,000. But then you come in like November, December, February, March, April, like this year in February, March, and April, I made about $8,000 to $10,000 profit in those months alone. So that like makes up a good chunk of all of my income for this property. And then it's cool too, like my parents always stay here when they come and visit me. I have people like friends coming here. They want like, for Halloween, we're doing like a fun little thing here. I blocked it out for one day, and like we have like 20 people coming here for like a Halloween thing. So it's that's another benefit to short-term rentals. And I now manage 6 or 7 Airbnbs. So it's really cool to like have them all around the area, like all around pretty much Phoenix. And I get a good idea on like just very knowledgeable with short-term rentals, which leads me to my point. Actually, I forgot to mention this. If you guys are ever looking for a manager short-term rental wise in Arizona, I do that as a part of my job for a lot of my clients, so we can talk about that. My email's down below. If you guys are looking to buy or sell or list your property here in Arizona, I'd love to work with you guys. I'll give you guys a very competitive rate on my commission. I'd love to just work with you guys, build a relationship. So if you ever know anyone, you yourself, your neighbor, your friend who wants to sell or buy a property in Arizona, don't hesitate to give them my email, give them my Instagram, and email me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Drop a like, follow me on Instagram. I post on there daily. Follow me on TikTok as well.